let's talk about how sometimes one partner makes it all about them when you open up to them and what to do. So, have you ever tried to open up about something that's hard for you, only to end up comforting your partner instead? I see this all the time in my couples counseling sessions where one partner brings up overwhelming, uncomfortable, some sad feeling overwhelmed or unseen. And before they know it, their partner kind of spiraling, shutting down, or turning the conversation around how they have failed, or how hard it is for them, or how they're not ever good enough in your eyes. And suddenly you're the one who is holding all the emotions, and you're the one left behind the door. You feel ignored, you feel misunderstood, right? And maybe you're left thinking, how did it become about him or her? Like, what the fuck happened? I was sharing about my experience, and then all of a sudden they turned it around and made it about them. If this feels familiar, you are not alone. This dynamic shows up a lot in many couples I see, and it usually signals that there is something deeper happening underneath. So, and oftentimes it's really not about malice, it's about survival. So most people don't do this on purpose. It's really selfishness. It just means that there are some unresolved attachment issues that are happening, or attachment wounds, we call them in EFT, right? And this is emotional dysregulation that happens when the person is not able to actually tolerate their partner's distress and then get dysregulated and go into their own hurts. Kind of the protective walls come up then, and instead of staying present with their partner, right, they go into this shutdown, shame, or defense. It's really, really painful because when you are showing up vulnerably, and instead of being held, you're actually been given this distance and defense, right? It's really hard to stay in that place for the partner who is sharing. And it's really hard to, and because you end up managing both your own and your partner's reactivity and emotions. And it leaves the partner who is sharing feeling more alone at the end of the day, feeling more misunderstood, and like their needs don't really matter. And often, and over time, of course, this pattern builds resentment, and you may kind of start wonder why would I even share? What's the point if he or she makes it all about them? So what needs to change is for you to understand that there is a lot happening underneath this cycle, because your partner is not doing it on purpose. This is very important first step, to take a step back and to realize that there is something happening here, that your partner is a good person and they mean good, but they're getting blocked. And if you're not able to unravel and slow yourself down and unpack all this on your own, finding support, marriage counseling or individual counseling, or a friend that you can kind of talk to who doesn't bullshit you, who is sort of a neutral party, which can be tricky but can be possible, would be super, super, super helpful here. And also learning the just relaxation and stress management techniques to even for you as a sharing partner to not be going into your own reactivity, and for obviously for your partner, right, to not be going into that reactivity. We, in emotional focused couples therapy, what I do, we actually go into that cycle. We map that cycle out. We connect all their triggers and emotions and body sensations and behaviors together so we can understand what's really happening, so we can assemble the emotion. And that brings clarity, and that brings closeness and emotional safety to relationships. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, or you would like to schedule your free phone consultation call, you're welcome to go on my website. It's www.irenabakleycounselingllc.com, and I would be happy to help you if I can.